Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it is time for ovulation tests for cycle number 8. Honestly, I never thought I would get to cycle number 8. I'm just like, real talk, I never thought that I would be saying OBKs for cycle number 8. But it is what it is. And honestly, we have had quite a bit of fun this cycle. So I'm all good. I did my OBKs. I did take a little longer to film this video. I am currently 5 DPO today. So it's Tuesday and I'm literally like, yeah, I'm almost at testing time. But things have happened. I actually had an ear infection. Well, a skin infection on my ears actually. So that was fun. But yeah, I'm going to show you the test before I start blabbering, and then we can get into the itty-gritties after I show you the test. Okay, so first things first, I tried some new OPKs. These are from the same brand that make the prognosis pregnancy test. They're called Ovuplan or whatever. I'm not 100% sure about them, but I mean, my darkest line was when I got my smiley face, so... because I started using them cycle day 10, and the line really popped cycle day 12. Like, just suddenly, cycle day 12, they popped. And I actually did one in the morning and one in the afternoon because of the way they just suddenly popped up. Because I've never had an OPK do that. And then cycle day 13 was the darkest. And this one was actually second morning urine on cycle day 13. And it got lighter. So the test started getting lighter straight away. So if I had not done first morning urine and only did second morning urine, I would probably not even caught it, which is quite funny. And then I just continued for a little bit until they pretty much got completely like negative cycle day 17. I also, before I go to the digitals, I also used the first response, which honestly I don't think I'll be using again because I just feel like last cycle I got a negative on the day I got my smiley face. This cycle was like, cycle day 12 was kind of there. Cycle day 13 kind of got darker later on, but it like nothing makes sense because all my other OPKs were negative after that. So these are the digitals, and I kept them on purpose, and I actually did quite a few this cycle because I just wanted to make sure. So cycle day 10 and 11, as you can see, were completely negative, naturally no smiley face. Then cycle day 12 I did 2. So I did one in the morning, like with first morning urine, and one with second morning urine. And they were quite dark to the point where like they were practically positive, like if I compare them to what I was used to getting with a smiley face. And then the next day, cycle day 13 in the morning, I got my smiley face. So this was with first morning urine. And then when I used second morning urine, it actually was negative and way lighter. And they continued to get completely light after that. I was like, really like what's going on here with my tests. Because if I usually did second morning urine with these. So again, if I had done only second morning urine, I would have missed it completely. So basically on cycle day 13, what happened was I got my smiley face, and then I wanted to kind of double check and see what happened because the tests that I had the previous day on the digitals were extremely dark, to the point where I'm pretty sure if I did one at nighttime with a good hold, I would have gotten a positive. So doing that in the morning got my smiley face. And then later in the afternoon, I actually had quite a bit of pain on my right side, like around the ovary area. I can't explain it. And it was very similar pain to the one I had in cycle number 6. And I have actually realized that I've had this kind of pain during other cycles as well, but I just always kind of chalked it up to something I ate or, you know, something just not agreeing with me. This time I hadn't eaten anything. I barely ate half a bowl of pasta. Like, I hadn't eaten anything. I hadn't done anything that would cause me any pain. Like, there was really no reason for it. And it was specific on the right side, I realized. So I'm starting to think that perhaps when I ovulate on my right side, I actually get ovulation pain, which is kind of weird. So that lasted for about maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, and then it was completely gone. After that, like once the pain kind of went away, the egg white cervical mucus vanished. I had quite a bit of that for the previous... probably from cycle day 11, I would say, starting end of cycle day 11, throughout cycle day 12, and early cycle day 13. After the pain subsided, there was no egg white cervical mucus, everything was completely dry, and I have kept checking up until today. There is literally, I have had something else, but I don't want a symptom spot, and I don't want to like create ideas in my head because I've also had a pretty bad skin infection on my ears, of all places, and I have been taking antibiotics as well as steroids for the past couple of weeks. So I don't know if that has also played a part in all of this. So egg white cervical mucus vanished, cervical mucus kind of changed and just we'll talk about that when the time comes, if there is a reason to talk about it. But I have to say, I did get that pain, and after that I had no pain whatsoever. I was kind of double checking to see if like maybe I was ovulating the next day like I would think I would when I would get a positive. No. So I ovulated on cycle day 13, clearly based on signs from my body as well as my OPKs. I don't think I'll be using the first response OPKs. I was quite disappointed by them. And last cycle, I also got a complete negative on my dev positive. So I'm guessing that there's just, I don't know, something wrong with there. I don't even want to go into that. So this cycle has been really fun and positive. I mean, leaving aside the fact that I had to be on antibiotics, pretty much ignored that and we kind of really enjoyed ourselves this cycle. Like, so I had so much fun this cycle that I would be pretty much okay with getting a negative because it means that we get to try and we get to have fun again next cycle. I think when we TTC, we tend to forget that there's also a fun side to it, and it's fun to try. It's fun trying to have a baby. It's fun like going through the process, and I'm not talking of course about mummies who are trying to conceive and it's been years and they have so many other issues. I'm talking about couples who, like me for instance, this is our 8th cycle. It takes a healthy couple 6 to 12 months to conceive. So honestly, I don't think we should forget the fun part because that plays a really big part in conceiving per se. So we had a lot of fun this cycle. I'm feeling really positive about it. I was on steroids and antibiotics, which I don't know. I mean, technically antibiotics actually stop, like they stop contraceptives from working. So there are people who actually get pregnant because they were antibiotics. And steroids are actually given to women who do IVF, I believe, to kind of help with the body not miscarrying, I believe. Don't quote me on that. If you guys know anything more about that, I would love to hear about it. But so I don't know. I don't know if that will play a part. I don't know if that might help. I don't know if I have no idea. It's a different cycle. It's a positive cycle. I am really excited to start testing. I am 5 DPO today. Time has flown. I will be starting tests at 7 DPO. I know a lot of you will be like, what are you doing, girl? But honestly, I actually bought a pack of wondfo strips. So wondfo pregnancy tests. I got like 20 for $10. I am just going to start using those. I also have a prognosis test from the OPKs. Just one of them. I didn't buy any other prognosis tests. I did grab ClearBlues and I also grabbed first response because they were on sale, and we're gonna go from there basically. So Thursday, today is Tuesday, so Thursday we are starting pregnancy tests and I'm super excited and pumped. I mean, I've been feeling a whole bunch of things. My body, even when I was pregnant with Angel, as well as during cycle number 6, I felt different. My body kind of, the moment I get pregnant, I feel my body just kind of reacts to it straight away. I have been feeling weird, but again, I am also talking it down to the fact that I have been on quite a few medications, just antibiotics and the steroids. So I don't know what part they play in my symptoms. So I'm kind of not overthinking the symptoms until I see if there is a result. But yeah, feeling super positive, feeling super pumped, feeling super excited. We got pregnancy tests coming. With all that being said, I will see you guys on Thursday with the first testing video. Bye.